bienvenue from Paris. My name is Renee Ketchum, and I head up the cultural programming and film programming for AFUSA. I'm thrilled to welcome you tonight to Learn French in France, Top Immersion Programs. The Fédération des Alliances Françaises USA, AFUSA, is the largest Alliance Française network in the world, helping 25,000 learners of French each year learn French, live French, and love French. Please visit our website following this presentation at afusa.org. We have some fabulous programming coming up. Our French Cinematheque starts on Monday. We're very excited about this program. And then we have coming up Demystifying the French. And again, French Cinematheque again coming up in February. So we have some great programming. Please log on to the website. A few logistics. Please stay on mute during the presentation. Stay on speaker view. All questions should be put in the chat so that we can share them with our speakers tonight after the presentation. And if you have any technical issues, sign back in after a couple of minutes using the original Zoom link. This event is being recorded to share on our national YouTube channel, and the duration is 1 hour. I am thrilled tonight to introduce Bénédicte Ramet, coordinatrice du pôle formation linguistique et responsable d'équipe enseignante Alliance Française de Paris. I'm equally as thrilled to introduce Magali Lepron, directrice des relations internationales CAVILAM Alliance Française. Et finalement, Frédéric Lati, responsable pédagogique Institut de Français. Bienvenue à tout le monde.
Hello everyone. My name is Bénédicte Ramet, and I'm the coordinator for the linguistic programs at Alliance Française de Paris. And I'm glad to present to you our immersion program today. Can you see the screen? Okay. So our institution, Alliance Française de Paris, is located in the center of Paris, which makes it very easy to reach from the Charles de Gaulle Airport. Our program is a one-week experience in our theme-based French classes and social activities linked with it. So, in addition, you will get a unique experience with our partners and get financial rates. Oh, sorry. Can I go? Okay. I'm sorry. So it's a one-week experience in the Alliance Française de Paris. So as you can see on the screen, so every activities are theme-based with the French classes, and you can get preferential rates for you for the accommodations in town. Right. Then, so that's the typical program for your stay. So as you can see on the screen, on Monday, the day starts with a typical French breakfast with chocolat chaud, café, and croissant, of course. And then it's to be continued with French class with a very experienced teacher. And the day ends with a dinner in town to enjoy the best experience of Paris gastronomy. We can, if you see on the French websites of the Alliance Française, you can see all the activities that you can experience with Alliance Française de Paris. So, furthermore, we mobilize our best team of experts in French education and cultural mediation. 47 teachers work at the Alliance Française de Paris and are very qualified since they all graduate from university. They are all dedicated to make you have the greatest discovery of Paris city and its best known places, as well as hidden secrets. L'Alliance Française de Paris is located in the very center of Paris, close to Saint-Germain-des-Prés, La Tour Eiffel, and Montmartre. As we value hosting you during your stay, we'll be delighted to support and aid you in any possible way for anything you need. our institution was created in 1883 for one purpose: teach and spread French culture and language, which makes our institution the greatest and largest institution for foreign language and cultural mediation. Each member of our team will adapt to your level of French, and everyone can speak English if needed. Each activity is customized and suitable to your level of French. So for further information, I show you on the screen the upcoming sessions that starts on March 25th for the Spring in Paris session. Then you have the Fall in Paris session from this September the 13th to October the 4th. And then Christmas is in Paris. Christmas is very beautiful in Paris, as there are many Christmas markets. And here you can see the French level available from A2 to B1 and the price. And so I invite you to connect on our website where you can see all the informations. And I thank you very much. And I'm very sorry for my very bad English. Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup, Bénédicte. And we'll ask anybody with questions for the Alliance Française de Paris to put them in the chat, and we'll address them at the end of the last presentation during our Q&A session. Magali?
Thank you very much.
Merci, Bénédicte. Magali, please go ahead.
Thank you. Bonjour à tous. Hello to everybody, and thank you for attending this webinar. And I'm very happy to present CAVILAM Alliance Française in Vichy. So, do you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
we do. Merci,
Okay.
Merci, Magali.
Okay. So CAVILAM Alliance Française has more than 60 years of experience in teaching French, and the idea is really to offer you an immersion in French language and culture, and it's possible all year round. So here in this picture, you can see where we are in a campus in the heart of the city. It's a university campus, so and it's international, as we welcome every year more than 4,000 students from all over the world. So not only you will live a French immersion, but you will also meet students, people as you who learn French language. So CAVILAM is also exam and test center and a training Center for Teachers of French. So we really develop innovative teaching materials for teachers. So in CAVILAM, of course, you will find quality. And an important thing is where we are. So in Vichy City, and we are 3 hours from Paris in the center, as you can see in this picture. Vichy is not a big city, it's not small, it's a very friendly city, very nice, with a very nice architecture, a city on a human scale, and we are also 2 hours from Lyon. So here at the campus is just 5 minutes from this building. And just to show you how the city looks like, some pictures. Vichy is a thermal city. It has developed at the end of the 19th century with Napoleon III. So all the architecture is from this period. And it's also known for the Second World War with the government of Pétain. And all the region, there is a lot to discover with the Bourbon Castle and with volcanoes. There is a lot to see, to discover. And in Vichy, all is very easy. All is at walking distance. It's really France, as you can imagine. And we have the chance, we are very lucky to be in a campus. So here you can see some pictures of the campus.
So very modern campus with many infrastructures, multimedia library, many classrooms, and students of all ages in our campus, as well as we have also French students who are studying in this campus. As I told you, we have programs for kids, for teenagers, for adults, for senior. So I will start with French courses for junior, for those who are 12 to 16 years old. So for the junior program is offered during the summer, from end of June to middle of August. It's 2, 3, or 4 week sessions. It's French courses in the morning, in multinational classes of different levels, and multi-sport activities in the afternoon. It's full board, it's supervision all day, and with accommodation in a host family. So just to show you how the typical week is. So French courses in the morning, you have a level test in the first day, multi-sport activities, excursions in the afternoon, and also a full day excursion on Sunday. So it's very diverse, very dynamic, and teenagers really enjoy this program. And just to show you the fee, you will have a special offer for you on our public rates. So for the 2, 3, or 4 weeks session. We have also French courses for all ages from 16 years old. And it's all year round. We are very flexible, and we can welcome you each Monday of the year. We have also specific sessions for complete beginners. Otherwise, it's really any Monday of the year. So the minimum program you can follow with us, it's 19 and a half hours per week, minimum of 1 week, but you can choose the duration of your course. It's really according to your availability. So you can stay 1, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's really up to you. It's small classes because the idea is really to interact, to communicate, and you will have also a level test on Monday of arrival. We can prepare you to DEF-DALF. We can also offer you individual classes, and we have also specific program, business French, French for tourism. So how does it look like? French courses in the morning, so general French. Also a workshop in the afternoon to focus on one aspect of the language. It can be communication, written communication. It can be preparation to DEF-DALF. There are different options. And after the class, we organize social and cultural activities. So each week, we offer a different program, guided visit, excursions, tasting of regional products. We organize many things so that you can enjoy really the immersion with us. So just to give you an idea of the fee, and with also the special offer for you. And we have also a program for senior. So this program is, we have 1 session per month from March to October. It's a 2-week session program. It's only French courses in the morning, adapted to your level, as we have all levels all year round. So for sure, we can have a class for you. So as well, small classes and a pedagogical approach focused on communication. And during the afternoon, you will have a specialized program only for senior, for you, to practice your French outside the classroom. And to give you an idea of what we offer in this program, you can have a visit and a dinner at a local chateau in the region, as in our region, this is the Bourbon destiny, you can have a diner in a gastronomic restaurant with a teacher. You will have a cooking workshop with a chef. You will visit a vineyard and have a wine tasting. So really, it's a tailor-made program only for you. And to give you an idea of the fee, it's 1,322 €, the session of 2 weeks. And all the fee I showed you includes French courses, course materials for the senior program, cultural and social activities. We welcome you on arrival. So we really organize everything. This is the idea. And for each of this program, we will follow you. At the end of the program, we will give you a pedagogical report so that you can see the level you will get for each competence of the language. And you will have also a course certificate. And we have also an offer for teachers of French, if you are interested in. And in CAVILAM, it's not only French courses, we have also an accommodation department and a cultural department. So we can offer you different options of accommodation according to your wishes. Individual studio, premium residence, hotel, and one of our famous option is host family accommodation, as we collaborate with more than 4,000 host families in the city. So we can book for you the accommodation that will suit you more. All our families are very friendly and are and like to share their family life and to know more about you. And also all the cultural activities we organize after the class. So I will try to show you a small video. Show you the experience.
We can see it, but we can't hear it, Magali.
Ça ne marche pas? Ça ne marche pas? Est-ce que ça marche? Does it work?
We can see it, but we can't hear it.
Okay, I can't share my audio. I don't see where is it. So, okay, no way. I will finish. And just to show you as a contact, if you want to get more information, you can ask all the questions you can have and write to info@cavilam.com. All our team will be happy to answer you and to help you organizing your trip to France. So thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Merci, Magali.
Merci.
I can try to share the video now. Let me give it a try.
Oh, if you can. Yes.
Yeah, let me try.
Thank you.
Okay, let me know if this works.
Il n'y a pas le son.
Hmm?
Un petit peu.
Un petit peu.
Can you hear the sound?
Il faut partager l'audio et je sais pas,
oui.
j'arrive pas à le trouver. Bon, c'est pas grave.
Okay.
You can see the video on YouTube if you want.
Okay, we can put that link into the chat too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup, Magali.
Merci.
Okay, next is Frédéric Lati with the Institut de Français.
Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. And I'm here to present the Institut de Français, So we are located in the south of France, on the French Riviera. Yes, you can see the picture, and this is on the left-hand side of the screen. This is a view of our villa, because the school is hosted in a beautiful Mediterranean-style villa overlooking the bay. What you can see in the middle of the screen is the view from the balcony of the school. That means that we are overlooking the Mediterranean and the beautiful village of Villefranche. And what you see in the distance is the peninsula of Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat. Our program is designed for 4 weeks. We can also accept 2 or 3 weeks enrollment, and we have 12 sessions every year. And when you sign up for 2 or 3 weeks, you have to start on the same day as a 4-week student, and you just end the program after 2 or 3 weeks, depending on your choice. We offer courses to develop the spoken French. The emphasis is really on the spoken French. And the aim is to, well, of course, reach the next level up, and also to acquire a sort of natural ability to speak in various situations, professional, social, and everyday life situations. We like to call it not so much a course, but a program, which means that it's an all-day immersion. It starts off at 8:30 with breakfast, and breakfast is taken on the school premises. I have to say something. From the minute you walk in until you leave in the evening, you're not allowed any other language than French, even beginners. And this is, of course, the principle of the immersion. And class will start at 9 o'clock, and immersed in French from the outset, the student goes through a variety of activities during the day, so as to tackle the spoken French from all angles and in all types of situations, ranging from the classroom work, the systematic classroom work, the working out of the structures, to a language lab session. We still have a language lab, linguistic activities, and various practice sessions. Lunch, which is taken at the school as well. And I have to say we've had for 6 months a new top-notch chef. Lunch is 1 hour, and you have lunch with teachers sitting at each table just to continue to speak French. But of course, this is no longer the classroom work. This is a sort of natural and spontaneous situation where everybody can express themselves spontaneously and talk about whatever they want, what they did the night before, what they're going to do on the weekends. So this is an intensive program. We've had press articles in the past that said that it can be considered as a boot camp, and it's all day. It's from 9 to 5. Of course, to sustain the intensity of the program, you have to have different activities, varied activities. So a typical day is you start off with breakfast, then you go to class, then of course you have breaks during the day, then you go to the language lab, then you have lunch with the teachers. Then after lunch, we have those special classes called practice sessions. We do all sorts of situation sessions, role playing, all sorts of practical activities. We also have, which is very often considered as the nightmare of our students, sessions on numbers in French, over French. And then you go back to class and finish the day at 5 o'clock. And of course, we are located 10 minutes away from Nice, and it's an easy bus drive. And 15 minutes away from Monaco. Train is also very, very, very well developed. And you can go to Cannes, Antibes, etc., etc. So this is me. I've been with the school for a certain amount of time now. And my primary task as the teaching supervisor is to supervise both teachers and trainees and students, and also to train new teachers when they arrive. We have an indoor 2 months training for all new teachers who are arriving, just to get them acquainted with our special methodology, because as I said in the first place, the emphasis is really on the spoken French, although we also develop the other aspects and of the language, comprehension, written expression. The program really aim at developing the spoken French. So everything is done orally. So you have here a few examples. On the left-hand side, you have an example of a teacher in a classroom. And this is lunch, by the way. This is lunchtime. This is our dining room. In the middle, this is me. And 3 times a week, we offer special news sessions before class that just on the top of the program, and you know, students go to the Grand Salon and watch the news, and then we discuss the news and comment the news all together. And you have the third picture is a teacher. Okay, this is again the view from the balcony of the school. So as I said, the program is designed for 4 weeks, and in each session we have about 60 students, and we have from 6 to 7 different levels in each session. There are 10 students maximum per class, and we test students. There's a pre-online test before arrival, and then there's a 2-hour test in the morning on the day of arrival, so as to adjust the of course the pre-online test, and also as to check the level of the spoken French, because that cannot be done beforehand. Melissa, if you could, yes, this is the garden. This is a typical break, you know, in the garden of the school. We have a beautiful terrace garden down the hill. I mean, the school main entrance is at, say, at the top of the hill, and then we have about 3 or 4 huge terraces down the hill with orange trees, mimosa, and you know, and weather permitting, of course, which I think is more often than my colleagues in Paris or Vichy. We have classes outside as well, because the one of the very important points in our program is that, of course, you have to change activities so as to avoid saturation and boredom. But we also change students from one place to the other. And you see a classroom in the garden. So weather permitting, we take students in the garden, and we have classes outside. So, okay. This is on the left, this is the school, all lit up with the French flag, but this is only when we have our first evening party on week 1. And in the summer, it's usually in the garden with candles and drinks and buffet, etc., etc. We also offer 3 cinema showings. I'm talking about a 4-week period. We also offer 3 cinema showings with a teacher, and that's on top of the program. It's in the evening, and the teachers stops the movie and interact with the students to make sure that they understood properly and they're not lost. On week 3, on the Monday of week 3, and this is included in the program, we have a full day excursion, and we take students on a bus that we reserve and we organize. We take them to, there are so many cultural activities in the area. The French Riviera is very rich in cultural activities and venues. But we try to take our students to places which are difficult to reach. For instance, at the moment, we organize the excursion in Saint-Paul-de-Vence, which you may know, of course. And we have added a new thing. There is a gastronomic lunch in a 1-star Michelin restaurant facing Saint-Paul-de-Vence. And we also take that opportunity to visit the village itself and the MACT Foundation, which is well known, and worth seeing. Melissa, yes. Okay. Alors, being on a hill, at the top of the hill, our students call the experience a downhill or an uphill experience, a downhill and uphill experience. Because to reach the village, you have to walk down. That's the village of Villefranche-sur-mer, which is literally by the sea, with many, many, many restaurants and good food, excellent restaurants. And the thing is, and this is something that Magali pointed out as well, being in a small place, in a small town, or it's a little bigger than a village. It's a little town, Villefranche. It's medieval, of course, but the advantage of being in a small place is that you can walk everywhere. I mean, you really don't need a car. You are accommodated around the school, close to the school, close to the village. We offer accommodation, of course. We have different categories ranging from shared apartments, studio apartments, 1-bedroom apartment, and they all within walking distance. That's our main criterion to choose them. And you can walk everywhere. Literally, you can walk everywhere. You walk up to the school in the morning, you walk down to the village in the evening, and well, of course, they are worst places in the world to be, huh? Okay, this is the school. So you see, it's so it's not at the top of the hill, it's midway up the hill. And this is the school, and on the left-hand side you have the dining room, and all classes are, of course, in the main building itself. And you can see our beautiful gardens. And it's a beautiful villa from the 1920s. And it's a rare combination of Mediterranean style and Art Nouveau style. Okay, so that's another example of a special class. This is the practice session that I was referring to at the beginning of this presentation. And again, you can see that we have that class in the Grand Salon, which is one of the best or the most beautiful room we have. Really, it's a huge Grand Salon with you know, furniture. There's even a piano at the back. And yeah, the idea is really to move students around all day long, so so that they don't remain in the same place all day. And you know, you have here a class after lunch. It's a practice session, and you can see our teacher Amandine, and that's the practice session. And we don't really want to make it look like a classroom. Well, that's to make everybody's jealous. That was taken 2 weeks ago, and this is the view from my office when I arrive in the morning. So we have a beautiful sunrise, and at times you can see Corsica in the distance when the weather is crystal clear. But this is the view you have actually not only from my office, but from the building, the main building itself, and from the school. So our program is really designed for adults. I'd like to point out that the minimum age is 21, and we only have one program, and it is the same program all year round. The sessions are, of course, available on the website. We have new sessions every 4 weeks, 12 sessions a year, and you cannot start whenever you want, like any Monday or any whatever. You have to start at the beginning of any given or indicated 4-week session, and then you go on for the vast majority of our students for 4 weeks, but some of them for 2 or only 3 weeks. I think I'm finished. Thank you very much.
Merci
Thank
beaucoup.
you.
Go ahead, Renee.
Thank you so much to everyone. And Melissa and I are going to look in the chat and see, we have 25 questions. So let's see how many we can get to. Hang on a second. Melissa, why don't you start because my chat seems to have disappeared.
Sure. I have a question for each of you, Bénédicte, Magali, and Frédéric, to remind us how you assess a student's level.
We have a special test when the students arrive, and so that we can orientate people in the right class at the Alliance Française Paris.
Okay, merci.
I think I mentioned that we have a pre-online test before arrival, and then we have our own tests on the first Monday when they arrive, and we have 7 levels. So there's always a total beginner class and an advanced group, and then 4 or 5 different intermediate groups.
Okay.
And our total beginners would be A1 level, and our advanced group would be considered a B2 plus or C1 level.
Okay, merci. And Magali?
We asked when you enroll, you will have to tell us what is your level. But of course, when you will arrive on first Monday, You will have a level test with us, our own test, to check your written understanding, oral understanding, oral communication. So, and after this test, that lasts 1 hour and a half, more or less, we will you will be placed in the good class for you, as we have all levels all year round.
Thank you, Magali. Another question from Joel for Bénédicte about the programs in Paris. Are there longer programs available in Paris?
Yes, we have many other programs, but I focused today on the Immersion program. But we have also from A1 to C1 programs that run all along the year. Basically, it's monthly programs, and we have, but you can register for 1, 2, 3, 6 months. It's not a problem. And we have also programs that are focused on oral communication, and that are 2 weeks on Wednesdays and Fridays. So it's 24 hours during the month.
Okay,
So we
I
have
can.
another- I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I can see in the chat many questions because I haven't spoken about the fees. I'm sorry. Our 4-week program is 5,800 euros, and that includes, that's 4 weeks, of course, huh? That includes 8 hours of tuition, breakfast every morning, and lunch, and many cultural activities like the cinema showings, the news sessions that's included in the program, plus the all-day excursion.
Thank you, Frédéric. Magali, we have a question about the Vichy senior programs. What do you define? How is senior defined?
It's hard. Well, we can say that the average age for the senior program is between 60 to 75, but well, it's a program for people who wants to have less French courses and to focus on cultural experience.
Okay, thank you.
Melissa, excuse me, can I share the Alliance Française Paris website on the chat? So,
Of course.
so that Joël can see all the programs.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and we will share the PowerPoints for all the presenters after the program today. Early next week, we can send you all the PowerPoints along with a link to the recording, which will be on our National Alliance Française YouTube channel.
I can see a funny question here. Can a beginner keep up with 8 hours a day for 4 weeks? The answer is yes, definitely.
Well, it can be tiring, can't it? If one is a
can.
real
So
beginner. Yeah.
It can, of course, it can, but we are perfectly aware of that and we adjust to that. And you see, because the program is 4 weeks, the one given group remains together for 4 weeks, 2 or 3, of course, but generally for 4 weeks. So the teachers have the time to adjust to the day-to-day routine and to the ups and downs of any student, of course.
Mm-hmm. Merci. We had another question about Alliance Française chapters in other cities in France, such as the Southwest. Magali and Bénédicte, can you maybe tell us a little bit more about the Alliance Française network in France?
Alliance Française network is a big network. We have many Alliance Françaises in France, in Nice, in Montpellier. So I don't think it's Strasbourg. I can't tell all the cities, but I can also say that every program is related to one Alliance Française, but we communicate with the tools and we have the We have the same methodology, I think. So it's easy if you come to Paris, then to go to Strasbourg, Alliance Française CAVILAM. I think we share the same focus and the same objectives.
Did you have something to add, Magali?
No, as Bénédicte say, you have many different Alliances Françaises in France, Bordeaux, Marseille, many cities, so a lot of regions to discover. And well, yes, if you arrive in Paris after, it's very easy to move to the different places and different Alliances Françaises in France.
Stéphane has asked if all the programs come with living assistance, such as a dormitory or an apartment.
Yes, for me.
Okay, yes, for the Institut de Français. What about CAVILAM in Paris?
In CAVILAM, we have an accommodation department. So if you want that we book for you the accommodation, of course we will. As I showed different options, studios, host family, premium residence, hotels. So we will really adapt to your demand, to your request.
And in Paris, does the Alliance help students find accommodation?
Yes, we help, but we focus more on partnership. So, but we don't have any accommodation service. But when you register, we have a list of partners, and they are really comprehensive, and they do the best for you in Paris. But I must say that for the Olympic Games, book early.
That's good advice. Let's see, Susan has a question for you, Magali. Is the Alliance Française program in Vichy immersive?
Yes, of course. It's immersive. It's a full package with French courses, accommodation, cultural activities. We welcome you on arrival. The idea is really to guide you, that we organize everything so that you can take the most of your travel and your experience with us.
And are the programs all day? Is it all day in French?
All in French.
All in
Yes.
French, all day long. Okay.
Yes, and it works. You will have to speak, and it works. Yes.
Okay, I see some other questions about more about accommodations. Please feel free to put any other questions in the chat for any of our presenters. Renee, do you see any other questions that I've missed?
Well, I'm looking, but I think we already answered the question about someone who is a little bit confused about what Paris offers in terms of only offering quarterly classes. So the person that asked that question, I think we put the website for the Alliance Française in Paris so that they understand.
Yes, and I tried to write the answer.
Okay, good. Okay. Other than that,
Anne, if you could type your question into the chat.
There is a question.
Cheryl asked, a good question about online virtual options for classes.
Online what? Sorry.
Online classes.
We have individual online classes.
Okay, like private.
We can organize, yes, one-to-one.
We don't have online classes. We don't offer online classes.
Okay.
In Paris, we have online classes in the evening. It's twice a week, on Monday and Wednesday, or Tuesday and Thursday. Sorry, and it's 2 hours every time. So, and there is a special hybrid session that you can make on your own. So you have 4 hours in front of a teacher and 2 hours on your own.
and Bénédicte, you can do this from anywhere, correct? You can do it from the
Yes,
US.
that's right.
Okay.
To answer Diane's question, the alliances all have classes ongoing all year round, not just quarterly.
And then
Sorry.
also, I see a comment from Linda Witt, who is on our board. It's just important that everybody on the call also understand that the Alliance Française, the Alliance Française chapters in the US also, many of them offer online courses as well. What else?
There was a question how to go to Vichy, if I can answer.
Please.
Well, or you take a flight to Paris, and after you take a train. It's very easy. It's 3 hours by train. Or we have also a national airport in Clermont-Ferrand, and you can buy a flight with a connection to Clermont-Ferrand. So it's very easy, and we can organize your transfer from Clermont-Ferrand to Vichy. It's only 1 hour. So, or it is the host family that will welcome you at the airport, or a taxi driver.
If you can allow me, on the same subject, our closest airport is Nice International Airport, which is the second largest airport in France. And we are 20 minutes away by Uber, by taxi, or from Nice Airport.
And I think just for anybody flying into Nice, I know that there is a nonstop flight from the US, from Newark directly to Nice.
There's a direct flight now, and there will be a direct flight from Atlanta soon, operated by Delta, of course.
Okay, Melissa, let's keep seeing if people are popping questions in there. I don't think we answered this from Alan Levy. Are host families only for young people or youngsters, children? Or host families, anybody can stay in a host family?
That was for whom?
Well, I guess for any of you who are offering that as an option.
Okay.
As an adult taking the adult classes or doing the adult program, if I chose to stay with a host family, would that be possible?
As far as we are concerned, it's no, because, well, first of all, this is the French Riviera, so business is business. And also because we are dealing with adults only, and usually they prefer to stay by themselves in the evening and, get organized by themselves. And I have to say that the program being 8.5 hours per day, they really don't want to continue to speak French with a host family, and they just want to rest and enjoy the beach, because the beach is from May to October is 10 minutes walk. It's a 10-minute walk. So very often at 5 o'clock, students just get together and they rush to the beach and enjoy themselves.
Somebody else is asking, Nan is asking, oral skill sessions 2 times per week in Paris, please repeat.
Yes, sure. So we have special oral skills atelier twice a week. So on Wednesdays and Fridays, it's 3 hours atelier, and you can subscribe for 2 weeks, but you can come for 2, 4, the 3 months it doesn't matter, but the minimum is a 2-week, 2 hours per week, 6 hours per week atelier. Sorry. So on Wednesdays and Fridays in the afternoon.
Merci, Bénédicte. Magali, were you going to answer the question about the homestay?
Yes. Well, we have more than 4,000 host families, and it's for any ages. So if you want to go with a host family, of course, we will ask you some information about you. If you have any special wishes, if you have allergies, any information to help us to book the good family for you. And it's for kids, it's for teenagers, it's for adults, it's for senior. It's really, if you want to be with a host family, with pleasure, we will book you one, and we will try to do the good match. So all the information you can give will help.
That's great. Magali, could you also speak a little bit more about the FLE programs offered by Vichy CAVILAM?
The French courses?
The Français langue étrangère classes? I guess it must be the teacher training.
For the teacher training, that's the question?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we have an offer of trainings during July and August. As a minimum, you can follow, it's 1 week, but you can make your program and follow 2 or 3 or 4 weeks or more. It's really to get tools to help you in teaching French as a foreign language. So we welcome each summer more than 800 teachers from all over the world that come to CAVILAM and learn new tools, new pedagogy to help them in teaching French as a foreign language. So in our website, you will find all our offer, and the minimum is 1 week.
Okay, thank you.
We have one other question before we're sort of getting to the end, and I think this is a question that a lot of people would ask and may not have asked. Is, obviously it's an individual experience, but what kind of progress do you typically see in these immersion programs? I mean, we want to encourage people to immerse themselves in the French language and enjoy these courses and make them feel like they're really going to make some progress. So is there any way to sort of define casually what kind of progress you make? What can travelers expect to come back with? I don't know if it can even be answered. And I think that's applicable to all 3 of you.
I can start if you like. Well, of course, we strongly believe that all the ingredients are there to make the most progress in the shortest time, because 4 weeks in a human scale is very short. But I think deep inside myself that this is a win-win thing, that we create the best possible conditions and we offer the best possible teachers, and we are all the time we are creative about new activities and so on. But learning a language, in my opinion, is an achievement. It takes time, it takes discipline, and it takes commitment. So 3 things. Time, of course, 4 weeks. Discipline, it means that you have to devote yourself to learning and commit to the activities that you are involved with. This is my opinion. This is a win-win thing.
Magali, can you respond to that as well? And then also Benedict.
Well,
it's a hard question.
Of course you will. With a French immersion, you will improve French language, of course, and maybe not to have this fear to speak and to communicate, and to also, well, you will practice your French during the class, but when you will go shopping, for example, you will have to speak. And you will have French all day long, so you will get some automatism, as for example, and you will more understand the language by living this experience.
You said everything that I wanted to say, but what I can say also is
this
that
is why I started.
It allows you to be active in your stay. During your stay, you can choose to be active or passive. And if you learn French, and yes, as you said, Magali, if you go in a shop, or I don't know, if you visit a museum, being active, learning French will make you a different tourist, a different visitor, And I think it can be a great way of being another person. So yeah, I think it's very interesting way of visiting friends.
And then I think we have just one last comment. I know Joel has asked a couple of questions in the chat, but he's also very enthusiastic about the program in terms of telling, you know, beginners who are watching this, you're going to make a huge amount of progress, you know, if you're enthusiastic and positive. And for those of us who are advanced, it's a wonderful way to refine your skills. So it appears that there's really something, everyone is going to make wonderful progress in these programs. Again, based on how much you want to do it and how enthusiastic and positive and rich you want the experience to be. So I think we're past the hour. So Melissa, unless we have any further questions, I think we're ready to say un grand merci à tout le monde and
Merci beaucoup.
and we hope so.
Merci.
Remember, Melissa will send the information, the YouTube information that will be uploaded early next week. So everybody who's registered will have it, and we hope that everyone had a wonderful experience. We've learned so much, and I know as at AFUSA, we hope that so many people watching are going to make their plane reservations, reserve the classes, and come to France. And perfect your French. It's a beautiful language. I'm sad to go home tomorrow from Paris myself. So merci à tous. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to Melissa. And hopefully we'll see all of you in France.
Okay, look forward to
Merci
that. Bye-bye.
beaucoup. Merci.
Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.